Garrett Blevins here. I'm a little behind right now on my videos, so I'll try to speed that up for you. I don't have any footage from my second day, but this is day one, and got to some singles on squats today that I was really happy with. This is 605, about 274 kilograms, and really had some one, good depth and good speed on these. Very happy with them. They moved well. As I'm releasing more and more fatigue, it seems like each week as I increase the weights, they just move like the weights from the previous week. And hopefully I can ride that wave out all the way into nationals. That's kind of the plan. As I've talked with Hanny, my coach at TSA, he explained what's going on now, and I've said this I think before, is we're honing the blade. We're straightening out the edge. We're not building, we're not forging, we're not making any new strength. That said, we're going to still have some sets of 5 in here like you see here, because you want to keep your fitness high. You don't want to drop so much volume that you just all of a sudden lose all your ability to hold your fitness. And so that's why you'll still see some rep work in here, but you're also seeing alongside of that really kind of the beginning of the peak with these singles, and even some of the doubles I would say was moving towards that. These reps on 555 move pretty well, and I was happy with these. Now, all that said, as many of you know, I've been putting out some different content lately, which you all seem to have liked quite a bit in regards to programming and some of the services that I'm running. There'll be some more developments on that, but I just want to say that for those of you who signed up, I'm very appreciative. I'm looking forward to working with you. It's kind of an interesting opportunity the way I've set things up to be able to hold a little bit larger community of people working together on a similar plan. And so if you haven't checked out the website, it'll be in the description box below, as well as the forum. However, if you've not paid and signed up, you don't have full forum access, but you can kind of see what it looks like at least. That said, I was pretty happy on this day. Squats went pretty well. Bench is feeling just a little off. Some of that's due to here in California, we've had some different weather lately, and whenever that happens, it will affect my my shoulder. For those of you who don't know, I did Olympic lifting in high school and college a little bit, and just really messed up my shoulders some, not doing the lifts properly, not having enough mobility to accomplish what I need to accomplish with those lifts, and have actually had one shoulder surgery. Now, most of the power lifts do not bother my shoulder since I came back after that labrum surgery on my right arm. I've been able to work pretty well, but when the weather changes, I still feel it pretty good in my right shoulder, and so that was something that was bugging me a little bit on this day and a lot on day 2, though I was still able to get 405 for 4 sets of 4. I didn't film it that day. I just really wasn't feeling it as far as I had to focus all my energy on the workout. Regardless, bench press is moving pretty well, even on this day where I didn't feel as stable as I would have liked. Elbow position, forearm position was pretty darn good. Touching in consistent spot on my chest, keeping my chest high. Things are moving well, and this is a good amount of weight, more than I was doing in most of the cycle, and still repping it here for a lot of reps. 4 sets of 5 was pretty tough on this. Probably got up to RPE 9 on that rep there, and had to take some extra rest to finish out these sets. That's something to pay attention to if you have sets left and you're trying to hit a certain RPE. Take a little bit of extra rest, mentally focus yourself, and figure out a way to make it through the workout. You don't want to miss reps. Like, see that rep there? That was definitely faster, maybe an 8.5 instead of a 9. On barbell rows, I actually did some with 315 and some with 365. I am using a little bit of back. I am a power lifter. I do want all of my muscular systems to work together, so I'm not exactly isolating the lats there, but I am trying to add a little bit more weight, overload that assistance exercise as well. Still need to work on barbell rows. I kind of am terrible at those. Finished up with some floor press. Took it easy on floor press to give my shoulders and chest a break after having kind of an off day, but 365 for 6 is still okay. Now, picking up where I kind of left off in the previous week, I want to ask this question. If there is no objective moral law or natural law of decent human behavior, then why do we hold others accountable for their actions? Kind of like the wartime atrocities are probably the easiest ones to look at, because the people who perpetrate them are held accountable afterwards if they're in leadership. Those who are following orders are given a pass to a degree because they have to follow the orders. But if they act outside of those, they become morally responsible to like war crimes trials. And if we think about Nazi Germany or something like that, post-World War II and some of the things that were addressed there, we get this idea that there's an objective standard that everybody knows is right, and yet some people ignore. And society on a whole will hold people accountable to these social norms. And how can they do that, or where did that come from? Now, some can say, well, that comes from God. God instilled that. I may ultimately come to that position. But right now I'm doing a lot of reading on pro-social behaviors and looking at it from an evolutionary standpoint. That doesn't necessarily mean not God. There's a theory called intelligent design that includes God and evolution together. But I'll be talking more about that. But I want your thoughts on that question. I'd like you, if you post it below, just answer that question and tell me what your thoughts are. Give me a little direction on what to address as we move forward. Hope wherever you're at, you're doing well. Blessings.